soul mean something to the human race? Or does AI, is it a sentient being? Does it have some type of soul? Is it created? I think it's a deep, deep thought to think. But when I watch these AI videos, I can be like, man, this looks real. And then I'm just like, it's missing something. And you just can't. And it's like, it's that creative soul, that magic that all humans have, the sparkle in the eye.
So I'm not really in the AI game for video creation, but this is interesting. You start getting, I mean, first off, cool thought. I think that's a pretty interesting thing to do. I would not have thought to do something like this, and I'd be curious to, I get kind of curious to watch the video. But this is, I think, where AI is headed. You know, I saw somebody else the other day talk about if you make it to 2040, you're good. AI will have cured cancer, will have cured this, will have cured that, and I'm like, I don't know that I buy that. There's some smart people out there saying that type of stuff is coming. I don't know that I buy it, but it's interesting, right? AI is advancing in a really fast way, and it's going to. And that's why I've implored people. I feel like every episode that I've recorded to please just start getting your hands dirty with it. Just start using it in any way possible. Just get going because I think it's moving, and you're gonna have to keep up somehow. This is a unique way of using it, but it seemingly sparked a debate. Tebow, what are your thoughts? Is this too far? Is it we know where AI is headed. Is TiVo on the AI train, or is this type of stuff too much for him?
No, I'm gonna get on and start trying. I'm trying to think what subscription I want to get. There's a couple different ones I've researched, like NVIDIA AI. VO3 is the one that's going like more mega viral. It is expensive to get like a subscription. I looked at like VO3, it's like a couple $100 a month, and I guess I want to go in and learn it, but I don't know how to translate that into like necessarily like sales or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about how we're both really busy, and I'm redlined as it is, and I'm gonna go pay $300 to go learn. I don't have the bandwidth, but it's something I need to do. I think I kind of agree with your theory on like in-person meetings are going to come back. At least maybe we're the last generation that will do this in a sense. But when we were growing up, at least like fashion, it was like what's old is new again. I remember growing up and I was going on a field trip in like 7th grade, 8th grade, and my mom was like, we're going to the zoo, and she's like, wear your fanny pack. I put your money in the fanny pack for lunch. And I'm like, fanny pack? My dad wears one of those. I don't want to wear a fanny pack. And then 20 years later, it's a fashion statement. Now all the cool kids have fanny packs now. It's like, it's back. It's back. Same thing with jeans, right? In high school, it was all the cool girls were wearing the skinny jeans and da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, I was later in college and coming out, I was like, oh, baggy jeans were in. So it's like what's old is new again. So I wonder if, I don't know if technology, like it works exactly like that. I do know flip phones kind of made a small comeback for a group of people. I think for AI, specifically for content, I've really been thinking about this a lot because obviously I've put my whole career and I'm not alone. Like I think accountants are on watch, lawyers are on watch, right? Everybody's kind of on watch in a way. So I don't think it's a unique thought, but I have been thinking about it. And I think it'll go one way where it's going right now, where it's all this technology ramps up and yeah, there's going to be cool stuff to watch and cool stuff to make with AI. And it's going to be a part of the content creation game. And then I wonder I think it's, I know this is like, I think it's a kind of fun conversation. It's like a soul test. Does the soul mean something to the human race? Or does AI, is it a sentient being? Does it have some type of soul? Is it created? I think it's a deep, deep thought to think. But when I watch these AI videos, I can be like, man, this looks real. And then I'm just like, it's missing something. And you just can't, and it's like, it's that creative soul, that magic that all humans have, the sparkle in the eye. And so I wonder, as this gets better and better and better, is it completely, is it get to the point where we just have no idea? Like you just feel that human connection, and maybe, totally maybe. Or is it one of those things that it's super cool, super realistic, but it's going to be oversaturated? So again, then the pendulum swings back. And I think this will at least happen in our lifetime. And then maybe 50 years from now, it's totally, you're in some matrix world with sensors and stuff. But if you're just talking about visually watching something, before we get, I'm thinking like 40 years from now, you're getting the haptic feedback suit and you're plugging into your brain chip, and then you're in the matrix. But for our lifetime, I think it's going to be totally visual. Again, we've talked about how OpenAI is trying to build hardware. So until like this is a part of everybody, like when you lose your phone, you're like, so until this is gone and it's just plugged in, which again, that's kind of where we're heading, right? In 50, again, maybe not our lifetime. This is a part of the human experience, but you're always looking at it. You're always looking at something, looking. And so I wonder if AI will break through and kind of give you that common connection of like, I guess I think it's a test for the soul. I know it's a little deep, Pat, for Thursday morning, but that's kind of where I'm at, because you're going to have over, like, it's going to be nonstop AI videos. So if it's and there's going to be some people that are better than others, right? It's a skill. So maybe the 1% can make it feel super real, but then there's going to be like 90% that's like, oh, that's cool, but I know that's AI. That's cool, but I know that's AI. So then does the pendulum swing? And we're like, man, remember when we used to make stuff? So I think that's what we're going to see in the next 10 years. So I think there's space for everybody.
No, yeah, I'm with you. I agree with you. And then here's the other thing, you can make the case that AI videos are cool right now because they're novelty. You don't see them all the time. You don't, especially ones that are good. I can make an AI video for you right now, and it's you are going to know in under a second that it's AI. Like, it's terrible. That's the way the world works. And you're right. There will be 1% of people that are good at it, and there'll be 99% of people that suck. But the AI, a lot of times this type of stuff works where the AI becomes novelty, right? It's novelty. So many people start wanting to do it because it's working, blah, 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 blah. You do so many of them, and then it all of a sudden becomes mainstream. And then now the things that work are the real human ones because they're novelty.